Welcome, Scorpio, Sagittarius, to your May Astro Dice reading. If you friends like this, please hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay. And for those of you who are new, this is where we take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what's going on with you, my friends. Okay. Give us the best message, please. This message is coming out. Ooh, going straight into that 7th house of partnerships. Love it. With Taurus energy, with some Venus energy, excuse me. Venus energy. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. With that Taurus. The energy around you shows an abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. Going straight into that 7th house. Seventh house, please. 7th house. 7th house is the area of your life about long-term significant partners, romance, business, and family. Woohoo! Getting it all right there. So let's see what's going on with you. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Clarify for me, please, what's going on. Okay, under the Venus, we have the exhaustion. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse to the 5 of Wands to the 9 of Swords. I like that the 9 of Swords is kind of is in reverse. I do like that. Because this is saying, well, I was trapped in my head. It was really hard, but now I'm starting to reach out, right? So in the very beginning of the month over here, there could have been some kind of misunderstanding that's leading you into some kind of a temporary discontent. But it shows that the discontent and all the nightmares and all the anxiety of the situation is falling away, right? So it's not going to jeopardize, you know, this bond that you have with someone or, you know, in the workplace or the love. Remember, this is significant partners, romance, business, and or family, right? So whatever that bond is, it's saying it's not going to jeopardize this much. I can see that, you know, we have some conflict going on. There's some disagreements and some strife, but it's not going to last long. It's going to start up in the beginning of the month, and then it's going to pretty much dissipate as the beginning of the month goes on. So a couple of days, you know, we're not really seeing eye to eye over here, but it does feel like you're going to break free from those restrained emotions. Absolutely not feeling like I'm going to be as overwhelmed. They're not going to keep you on the edge as much. So yeah, just give it a little bit of time and patience, and you'll find that everything's going to start, you know, moving back to where it needs to be. So right? So it's like somebody is being a little impatient, might be being a little stubborn about the situation, but everything is, you know, it's remaining where it was. Yeah, it's going back to back into contentment. So I would say for the first couple of days within the beginning of the month, you're definitely going to have some kind of whirlwind going on with some upheaval. But this is something that dissipates. Like I said, it's not going to stay long, right? It's just going to be there, and then everything is going to go back to calm waters. Okay, so that's a good thing. Calming itself down. Going into the middle of the month over here. Clarifying what's going on. We have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Not bad at all. Finding the commitments that you were looking for, finding new ideas, and maybe you even have some kind of thirst for knowledge when it comes to the business situation. You might even be watching someone. Could be a new romantic love for you when it comes over here, or maybe you are actually watching to see what your loved one is doing. However it is also talking about the trust and the wisdom, right? So I like that, saying, hey, you know what, there is trust and wisdom within when it comes to this situation. You might have felt like before, if it was, like I said over here, you might have felt like, you know what, I'm kind of in the back seat right now, but everything is moving. So there change, you know, can be trust, it's like change can be tough from this situation, but it's more like, okay, now in the mid-month, I'm starting to trust what I'm seeing, trusting what I hear within the information that's going around. There could be some kind of information when it comes to how you're working and putting in your long-term investment. So you might even have some news coming in about some kind of business that's going on, some relationship, something that's going to have sustainable results. Okay, so, and that's very good. And maybe it's the person over here as well that's saying, you know what, I want to invest more with you. I don't need these reservations, right? Because every time that we go to talk about something, it's almost like we're on the wrong page. So there is a new opportunity that could beckon towards you in the mid-month. It's going to really catch your attention. Yeah. So let's see what's going on over here. Clarify on the situation. Giving and taking. The King of Pentacles could be dealing with a Taurus. And the Two of Swords. So there definitely could be something that, you know what, I'm discovering this, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go down. You do see this new investment. You do hear about all this. Do I trust this? It looks like it has fairness to the situation, but it does kind of have you at this stalemate situation where it's like, how much of this do I invest? Do I invest all of my time? Do I trust everything that's going on around me? Is this success? Is this going to bring security, whether to the relationship? Is this going to fix the relationship for good? So it's definitely going to have some kind of progress. It shows that it has some kind of progress, but it's also showing some kind of deadlock as well when it comes to your thoughts, right? So it's kind of like, I trust that maybe it's going to do something, but I'm not sure if I should take control of this situation. Do I give it everything I have? That's an interesting thing. Do I give it all that I have? Right? Because it does feel like it's a challenge. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Definitely feels like a challenge in the 7th house of what you're going to do. In the end of the month, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, you have the Empress, and you have the Four of Wands. Very interesting. So it does feel like there is a little bit of an emotional, repressed emotions over here, something that is keeping you stuck within your emotions. Not really, I don't know, I feel like you're holding back a little bit over here of giving everything you want to give. Feeling like you're feeling very drained when it comes to love. This love of the situation, the passion, where the peace is when it comes to this Empress. You guys could definitely be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. You don't have to be, but I do see a lot of that energy over here. Yeah. It's almost like, okay, well, there's a lot of evolution and a lot of growing over here, but I'm just not sure how much I really want to give when it comes to this Empress. This Empress is like they're trying to give everything they want, but it's almost like you're trying to figure out whether or not this is Mr. or Mrs. Right for you. I feel like this is mostly love when it comes to this situation. It feels like I'm kind of repressing this because I'm not sure if this is really the person for me, because every time I come towards them, we seem to have some arguments, right? So it's kind of hard to say how well this is really going to go. If we keep nitpicking, that's what it is, nitpicking. If they keep nitpicking me, how am I supposed to know whether or not I can trust the situation and trust that they're the one? And when it comes to a job situation, it's kind of the same way. If everything keeps going back and forth, it seems like it's tough to trust the situation, right? Because it's almost like they're not giving me what I need, right? Yeah. So it's almost like there might be a little, it's like, okay, I invest all this time in all of this, but it feels like there's setbacks there, right? It does feel like there could be fairness, but I don't know. right? So it's almost like you're exercising prudence right now when it comes to the situation. They are trying to offer you their heart and soul when it comes to the situation, but you do see that they're kind of low energy. Oh my gosh. But there is like potential for growth here, but it's kind of like, but is this really worth it? You don't want to be blindsided by, you know, by a love that's only lukewarm. That's it. That is totally it, you guys. Don't want to be blindsided by a love that's only lukewarm. When it comes to your money over here, it's almost like the same kind of in some ways. The only difference is that you can still see by the end of the month, if it's finances, you can see the stream of money coming in. So then you feel like it's more safe, even though it feels like it's a bit of a struggle. So when it comes to the business aspect, actually looks better than the love aspect. I just want you to know that, right? Because it says in the business sense, it's saying the money is like there's fairness, but they're not giving me a whole lot what I really want. But by the end of the month, it's like there is a bit of this struggle, but the opportunity is beckoning because of the Ace of Wands. There will be this new beginning. There is this, you know, things are starting to pick up the pace. So you are discovering this new stream of income, this new progress, this more work, however it is, right? You're actually seeing that happen. Like I said, with love, you're seeing them being nurturing, being loving, but the struggle is real and they're very low energy, right? So it's almost like I said, it's very lukewarm when it comes to this love. Yeah. It's very, very lukewarm. So overall message, please, when it comes to the financial area, since we are in the 7th house, give me the business, please. The money and business, please, aspect of the overall is the Fool, new beginnings and possibilities. Like I said, it's becoming better, right? So it's saying that this is much better in your finances and career. The Fool is saying this is where everything is going to feel like it's changing for the better, right? It feels like almost like sheer dumb luck. You know, it's like, I don't know how this happened, right? It doesn't even make sense, but because I made this bold move, I did whatever I was going to do, even though I didn't put everything I had, you know, into it, it actually freaking works. I don't know how, but it did. And it's almost like I took a chance. I had a hunch maybe it could, but I didn't give it everything I wanted. Okay? When it comes to love, yeah, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. It can't get any worse. So that's that. Well, there we go again, right? So, okay. It's like you're getting the okay. That's like the okay card. It's okay. Like I said, it's lukewarm. It's okay. Everything's okay, right? Everything's going to be okay. It's not wonderful, but it's okay. Okay. And if that's family, guys, remember, if that's family, that means that there's some kind of shock that's going on within this situation. That means that, you know what, there's going to be some kind of shocking news that's going to come out, right? What is this shocking? Yeah, see, shocking. Wow, look at that, shocking news. So it could be some kind of shocking news if it's family, right? And the shocking news for a lot of you could deal with what? Some kind of frustration, something that's going to frustrate you that has to do with somebody's financial stability, okay? So if that's just the family, so I try to bring them all out for you, okay? So you have the partners, the romance, the business, and there's your family, okay? So there you go, shocking news, something that's going to say, oh my God, what do you mean? So you may actually have to like maybe help somebody else, one of your family members out within some kind of money situation, because it shows that they may have some kind of financial loss going on and they may need your help, okay? So you might be finding this out, okay? So there you are. I did all of them. Look at that. Woohoo. Okay, guys, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.